My name is Ricky Reslavian, and I will stop at nothing to teach the world about itself. Hold on to your seats, because the Emperor is here. Welcome to another mission of discovery with Emperor Reslavian. Here today we are going to be taking a look at the geography of Greece. And what you might not realize is that no matter where you live, the mountains around you, the water resources that are around you, the plants and the climate that's around you shapes you. It's going to impact the clothes that you wear, the jobs that you do, the food that you eat, and it's going to ultimately shape culture. And that's true no matter if you live in a place that has a natural deciduous forest environment, or if you live in a place like Greece, that as we can see here is full of islands and peninsulas, and is surrounded by a lot of water. Now before we start talking about Greece, let's take a look, let's go to the board, and let's take a look at Texas. So when you think about Texas, all of us are familiar with Texas. You can imagine a hot, dry, flat area with a lot of open spaces, maybe not the best soil for growing crops. And so the original settlers of Texas are going to start by raising animals, particularly raising beef cows. And when they're out on the range all day, following their cows around, they're going to be hot in the sun. We're going to see that's going to impact the clothes they wear. They're going to start wearing wide brim hats, which we'll call cowboy hats. They're going to eventually wear boots, which will become a part of wider culture in Texas, cowboy boots. And you think about that's going to impact the food they eat. They're going to eat a lot of beef products, and we're going to see that even for the things they do for fun, they might say, hey, let's see who can hang out and ride this bull the longest, and boom, we have rodeo. So let's take a look at Greece. Based on the map I showed you earlier, and based on the picture I can see here, we can see that Greece is dotted with mountains. There's mountains running right down the middle of it, and Greece is a peninsula, so naturally it's surrounded by the sea. We're going to see these things have tremendous effects on the people. Just as a quick reminder, a peninsula is a body of land with water on three sides. And in Greece, we are really going to see the shape of the people. So as we already have seen, the land impacts the lifestyle of the people. So how would the geography influence the people in Greece? Well, it's going to impact the jobs that they do and the crops and the things that they can grow. So they're by the water. They're going to become experts at building boats and sailing those boats. They're going to become sailing experts, which is going to allow them to become trading experts, and it's going to allow them also to turn to the sea for food, and many of them are going to become fishermen. Crops, the climate of Greece is particularly well suited for the growing of grains like wheat and barley, and they're also going to, olives are going to be a major crop of Greece as well. One other way that we can see the land influence the lifestyle in ancient Greece is that these mountains and these peninsulas and the little seas almost form natural barriers, almost like this wall that we can see pictured here. The mountains and the seas divided the people from one another. And so if you lived on one side of the mountain or one side of this natural wall, you're going to act differently than the people on the other side of this mountain. You wouldn't cross over very much. And so because of that, we're going to have unique, independent city-states develop. And this is going to be true all throughout ancient Greece. Everybody's going to see themselves as someone from their city, whether it be Athens or Sparta or Corinth. It's going to be all about their city, not about ancient Greece as a whole. So the first group of people we're going to talk about are the Minoans. Now the Minoans lived on the island of Crete, which we can see pictured here, and they're of particular interest, and they were of particular interest to this guy right here, named Sir Arthur Evans. Now, Arthur Evans was an archaeologist. He was a British archaeologist, and that basically means he liked digging things up with a shovel. So tune in next time to see our episode on the Minoans to see how this one man's shovel changed our understanding of Crete.